Hey everyone, this is Kelly at Envy Soapworks, and I am back to do another cold process batch, and I'm going to be scenting this one in Aqua Spa from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I have had this fragrance for a really long time. I must have pulled it out half a dozen times and intended to use that, and for some reason put it back and picked something else. So I did have a kind of ocean scent in stock. It was called South Pacific Waters. I am completely sold out of that, so I want to get another ocean type scent in there. So Aqua Spa is up. So the colors I'm going to be doing for this are a light silvery blue. I've been using this a lot. It's by Micahs and More, and it's called Luster Blue. This here is just a dark blue. It's a mix of like 3 different rustic essential blues that I had. I had little like sample bags that I was just trying to use up, so I dumped the remainder of 3 colors into that, and that's what that was. And then this here is a teal color with a little bit of extra green. So classic colors for an ocean soap. And then in the white portion I'm going to be using these little blue jojoba beads. So it'll be slightly an exfoliating soap. I don't have too many of those in stock. Actually, I don't think I have any of those in stock since my peppermint poppy is gone. But so I thought that would be a fun addition to do jojoba beads. I haven't done those in a really long time. So I'm going to get my additives mixed in very quickly. And that's just kaolin clay and goat milk powder in my oils here. And I'm going to go ahead and get my lye in. It is looking really clear, so I'm not going to strain. And the oils that I have, oils and butters in this batch are coconut, palm, olive, avocado, babasu oil, argan oil, shea butter, mango butter, and castor oil. So that's what I have going on as far as my recipe. And then in my lye solution I had some sugar and Tessa silk and about 3 ounces of aloe vera. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this emulsified. I think for this I'm just going to do either an in the pot swirl or bowl striping and just pour it in with no hanger, so I kind of get that water look. Alright, so that's looking good right there. Okay, I've never used this particular fragrance before, so I'm not really sure how it's gonna soap. If it does accelerate, which in my experience most of the ocean type or spa fragrances that I have used so far seem to accelerate for some reason. So if it does end up accelerating, then I'll just go ahead and do an in the pot swirl, because that it doesn't matter if your batter is a little thick. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get split up for my 3 blues here, or blue and greens. Okay, so I have my colors mixed up, and I'm actually really happy with these colors that I got here. They're not too dark, but I do think that they're very pretty ocean kind of watercolor. I think it will look kind of like the Caribbean. So I have that done. What I do need to do still is get my little blue jojoba beads into the white portion. And my batter is thickening up a little bit, so hopefully the fragrance oil isn't going to accelerate too much. So that looks really cool. I am happy with that. I like them. Those are going to look really cute in there. Alright, so I'm going to get my colors over here, and I'm going to go ahead and get my fragrance in. Hopefully, this isn't going to be bad news. I'm just going to mix one up first and see how we do. Hopefully it doesn't rice or anything. The review said that it was not one to rice. The only complaint was acceleration on some. And yeah, it is accelerating pretty quickly. So this is going to be an in the pot swirl. Okay everybody, so we are ready here. Now this has accelerated a lot. This one has gotten really thick, but we're gonna be able to just do a simple in the pot swirl and make an awesome soap still. So just gonna go and add a little bit to each little corner of the bowl. I'm really happy with my colors. I think they're really cute. I like them a lot. And then I'll save what I have here for the top. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure you guys can see something. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick my spatula in and just kind of do a quick little spiral here. And I'm going to be using this mold today, my Essential Depot mold. I really love these molds. This is how my batter looks right now. So I think it will be really pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that poured in. Oh, I can tell I'm going to love it. Now, since there's a whole lot of white left in the bowl, what I want to do right now is just kind of push it all down. And you can see that the colors are still kind of in their little spot. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of do a little mini in the pot with some of the color that I have left. just because I don't want there to be a whole bunch of white up on the top. I want it to have the same kind of colors and swirls throughout. Okay, so now I have just this little bit in here. Do the same thing, kind of do a little swirl. And then get back over here and finish out the pour. So those are going to be really, really beautiful colors. I think I'm going to be happy with this soap. I think I'm going to like this one better than my South Pacific Water one. That one had a little bit of ricing, and it affected the look of the final bar. It had, like, you know, the typical little ricing white spots in it, and so it was still pretty, but I didn't like that about that soap. So hopefully this one will be a little prettier. I definitely like this this soap's colors better. And the smell is really nice. Really nice. Okay, so I'm going to take this over and bang it down really fast. Okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to go and take the rest of my colors here and complete the top. Okay, so I got everything down here in the mold, and every time I do a water type soap, I always end up doing the same kind of top. Just because I think it looks cool and it's just appropriate for the soap. So what I do is just do a little crisscross and just pull the colors back and forth, and it kind of looks like an ocean wave. I go over it a couple of times just to get the colors mixed up nice. Okay. Let me get you a little closer so you can see. Oops, sorry. Okay, so that is how it looks. Alright, you guys, so Aqua Spa is done. Tomorrow, when I give this a cut, I will bring you guys back and we'll see how that In the Pot Swirl turned out. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, everybody. We are back, and I am getting ready to cut into this Aqua Spa soap. This scent smells awesome. I am really, really happy with this. I think I actually prefer it over the last kind of ocean type scent that I had. I'm really happy with the colors that I have on this. And on the top, I went ahead and added that kind of like aqua, kind of like sea green mica. I drizzled it on the top because I did have quite a bit left over, and I think it is actually really, really pretty. So I'm happy with that. I love the colors on here. That green, I think, is going to be a very, very beautiful color. So I'm going to go ahead and get this over here so we can get this cut up and see what it looks like inside. And remember, I added the blue jojoba beads to the white section, so that'll add a nice little extra touch inside the soap. So let's go ahead and give it a cut, see what it looks like. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, I love that a lot. That is really, really pretty. Oh, and it smells very, very nice and refreshing. It's a very nice ozone-y, watery type fragrance. Very unisex. I really, really like how the colors in this one turned out. It's a very pretty mix of colors. And I do like the little beads. You can see them in the white. They do add a lot of interest. So that's cool. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty. I like the way it swirled. Very water-like. Neat. I'm cutting these kind of big, so let me just adjust. I always do that. I always start cutting them really big, and then I realize, whoa, I'm not going to get very many bars if I keep cutting them like this. But I do like to have pretty big bars. I like to have a generous size for my cured, you know, once they kind of shrink up a little bit as they cure. So I like to have a pretty good sized bar by the end of the cure. So I do cut them pretty big, definitely over an inch, like 1.25 inches. Oh, it's so cute. I love the colors. Perfect. Reminds me of like the Caribbean. So I've been trying to bulk up on my hot process like essential oil soaps for my shop. I've been having so much fun with, you know, my like colors and designs for cold process that I haven't been doing hot process as much, but I made a couple batches of hot process with some really awesome essential oil blends, and I am really happy with those. Oh, I love that green so much. It's perfect. You know what? I have one of the essential soaps. Let me show you since they're just right here. This is I did a lemon lavender. This is a hot process bar. That's why it looks a little bit more rustic, but it smells really, really good. Really, really good. So I was happy with the outcome of these pretty colors. And so I didn't record the making of any of my hot process ones. I don't know why. I just didn't think, you know, there's so many people who just do hot process and they're just really pros at it. And so I don't know, I just didn't feel like people would really want to see me make hot process. But if anybody wants to see it, I can definitely record it, because I'm going to be spending some time really pumping up my all natural line in my shop. So, alright you guys, that was the last cut of this Aqua Spa. I am extremely happy with the way that this turned out. I think it is really, really pretty. The fragrance is very fresh. I am happy with the colors and the design that I got with that in the pot swirl, and I'm really happy with the top as well. So this one is a winner for me. I am very happy with it. So thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. I do appreciate it, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye!